Thanks to everybody coming out tonight. Another fascinating, exciting extravaganza. My man Techno Blast, Mr. Neutral in the building. It's been a busy week again, people. And it's crazy. We had an ID at Xbox Game Pass Spring Showcase today. There's a lot of opinions. We also got a lot of news coming out of the PlayStation situations as well. Some people may think something's negative. Some people think, they don't care. Some people think, well, you know what? Still positive news because I'm a PlayStation fan. But we'll get to it. So you could have been anywhere in the world, but you decided to come out here on Di-RRec Gaming. And for that, we are grateful and humble. Shouts to everybody that keeps supporting us, keep supporting the channel, keep supporting us, because we love to do what we do and we have tremendous fun when we're doing it. Techno Blast, man, I'm glad and honored to have you here. I'm gonna give you the mic, man. I'm gonna let you, I'm gonna let you go at it, man. This is your show tonight. I'm sitting back chilling, man. So hopefully you're doing good, man. You're having a good weekend.
Yeah, doing good. It's Friday. Nice to have a break from work. And I knew the show was going to come on today. I didn't realize it was going to be like 3.5 hours.
Facts.
I thought it was going to be, 1 hour, because it's an indie showcase. It wasn't like one of these AAA big title, big studio showcase. Facts. So you wouldn't expect that an indie show like ID Xbox from today was going to be 3.5 hours. I thought at most was going to be 2 hours, and it wasn't. It was like 3.5. And I'm trying to juggle work at the same time. Shh, don't tell anybody. And trying to watch it, take notes, trying to take videos for my reaction video. And it was a lot of juggling, going back and forth. And it was a good show. It was a good show because it was based for, it was focused on the indie industry, the indie studios, the smaller studios, the ones that don't have much, funding, the ones that don't have a lot of people. So, the ones that create maybe 1 or 2 games a year or something, or whatever amount of games they create. And so it was good to see what they have in store. There were some games that we've already seen, that have been showcased in the past. There were some new stuff that we haven't seen before. And they had a great list of games that are coming straight to Game Pass on day 1. And two big titles that I didn't expect were going to, people say, I guess you confirmed it earlier today that you said that these 2 titles were coming to Game Pass. It's already been known. I didn't think so. I was just, with so much news coming out, you kind of forget what's been said before. So Stalker and Ascent are coming to Game Pass on day 1. If you didn't know, now you do. I didn't know. And if I did, I probably just got old and forgot. So that was cool to see. That's because Stalker 2 is a big title. It's never been on console. It's coming to Xbox, and it looks amazing so far with the concept art that they put out. It's just too bad they didn't put any gameplay today, and that was already known because they said something yesterday about that. So there were some game. I'll just start off with the negative of the show, and which is I hate the talking. Okay. There was way too much talking, too much filler talk where, and I understand they're trying to give these developers a spotlight, a platform to speak because they're too busy making these games for you. Right. And so they take whatever, 10, 15 minutes, whatever the time allows for them to talk about their game, which is, I guess it's fine because they're so proud of their work and they want everybody to kind of understand where they're coming from and how this game came about and why they're making this game. So I get I understand why they do that. But for a person like myself, and I'm not alone in this, I'm not alone in this, that I don't want to see all that talking. I do not care if you spend 2 or 3 days in your car outside a studio because you didn't want to drive home to take a shower or eat because you wanted to come right back in the morning and continue developing that game. I don't want to hear that story. I really don't care. I appreciate, I appreciate all the hard work that these people do, but I don't need to hear the backstory. I want to see the final product. I want to play your game, and shows like this, it could have been cut down to like an hour and a half, maybe 2 at the most. It was just, there were just way too much talk. It wasn't technical talk. It was just too much talk about, this is what we did and this is what it inspired us. Oh, and this is why we're making this game. And I'm like, okay, I get it. And so during those times of those interviews and discussions, I kind of did my own thing. There was a few games that I saw that I didn't like. It had too much of that. Remember in the Wii? And on the Wii, you create your own little avatar, and it had those big heads. They're called Mii's.
Right.
You remember that?
Yeah.
Okay. There was a couple of games where I like that. And I'm like, I guess, I don't want to be that guy that's negative at games like that, but I'm going to be, just because okay, that's a Wii moment. And it's like, why is it here? But I understand it's in the game. It's being showcased and it's coming to Xbox, and that's that. But I have a choice of playing it. I have a choice of not playing it. So that's the beauty of it. There were some games that I never seen were pretty cool. There was one called Death Door. I don't know if you saw that one. It's about a crow, and it has that sort of Zelda-like top-down feel to it, kind of like Tunic. Remember Tunic? We're still wanting to see something from Tunic.
That's right.
So it has that feel of it, but it looks pretty amazing. At first I saw the trailer started. I'm like, what is this? And then it's like, oh, okay, look pretty cool. So it's by Devolver, and so it's the same people who's created. I had almost the other cyberpunk game, Ruiner. I don't know if you remember that one. So that was a good.
Yeah,
one.
I played it.
So
beat that game. Great game. So they made that game, and that, yes. See, like Wolf is saying on the chat, it looks impressive. Yes, it does. At first, I thought, no, not for me. Then as the trailer kept going, now I bought into it. It's cool. There was another one called, and this is what everybody's talking about. I've never seen it before until today. Was something called Nobody Saves the World. It's another RPG, another top-down type game. That looked fun for a lot of people. It's just not for me. It looked too kooky, and but a lot of people are looking forward to it. So I'll let them have that then. The Ascent, well, we all know. I mean, we really don't need to talk about that one. The Ascent is coming this year. They didn't say when. It's just they said 2021. So hopefully it does, and there's no delays or anything like that. And that's where I'm happy. As long as it's coming out this year, I'm happy. I'm ready for that.
So that's supposed to come, and it's a Game Pass day one. So there's another bonus.
Yes, sir.
Now there was one called Narita Boy. This is a side-scroller, futuristic-looking game, and it has, at the same time, it's futuristic, but it has like this 80s vibe to it as well. It looked amazing, right? So that was one I was like, oh, that looks pretty badass, because it had like that techno futuristic and it's 80s style. So
right. If
you see the video, then I mean, you'll see what I'm talking about. That was pretty kick-ass. Stalker 2, August 20. I always say August 21st. August 2021 is supposed to come day one on Game Pass. So hopefully there's no delays, because there was a delay to show some gameplay. So hopefully that doesn't build up to a delay of the game itself. Exomecha, we've seen plenty of videos of that. I didn't know you can go underwater, so there was an underwater scene. So you can battle underwater. That sounds pretty cool. And again, it's a giant robots, looks like Transformers. You got the dinosaurs, you got like these helicopters and the spider, kind of like the scorpion spider mechanism that's walking around, which is pretty cool. So Exomecha, you really don't have to hype it up. It looks amazing anyway. So that's something that you guys can look forward to. Let's see. This one's I did not like, but a lot of people do, because they like doing all the mundane tasks of doing, fishing. People like to cook. They like to trade goods with other people in the game. It's called Moonglow Bay. It's based in a Canadian, like town, a coastal town. and it's just not for me. But the artwork looked pretty cool because it looked like an enhanced version of Minecraft. So I did like the art style. I just didn't like the game itself because it's just one of those games that like, oh, I want just, the person that sits back is like, okay, I want to cook something. Well, I can actually cook something in person if I wanted to,
Right.
It's like, I want to take out the trash. And it's like, well, I can take out the trash every Tuesday here. So I was like, it's just one of those games I have no interest in playing because it's like, I can do that in real life. It's just one of those things. I'm kind of weird like that.
Well, Tech, to me, man, you said something that resonated, right? About them talking too much, and we expect, for them to just show their games and move on because we're the viewers.
Yeah.
But no one's looking at it as if these indies get any time to do what they just did today. Like they're not the usual.
No.
It's just, let's be honest, people.
I mean, the most they get is what? This once a year event.
That's right. They're not the usual. Yeah. We don't see them all the time. We're meeting them. We're there, and they are excited to show us what they're bringing to the table. And also, people, I want people to understand this. This was the exact reason why it was on Twitch, people, on a streaming community platform. So I don't know if you don't stream or broadcast, but when you do that, it goes for a while. There's people that stream and broadcast their video game play for hours at a time. Hours at a time. We have podcasts that go on for hours at a time. For hours at a time.
That's crazy, man. I can't do that.
So, I mean, it's not as if what they did was unusual.
No, it's not.
They were streaming. They were showing video game content. And they were doing interviews, people, all at the same time.
Yeah.
So that was the point of the show, and it wasn't meant to be rushed. That's why it was on Twitch. If they rushed it, they would have shown nothing but these trailers. It would have been over with in 30, 45 minutes. That's it.
Yep.
But I'm good. You know me. I remember when you hit me up and was like, man, did you see that state of play? I was like, no. You was like, bro, garbage. You was like, I don't even understand why they even did the show because it was basically showing them the same stuff they already knew about. It's like, this show at least didn't do that. It was a mixture of all three things. It was a mixture of interviews. It was a mixture of reveals. And it was a mixture of community. Everybody knows when you're streaming or broadcasting, it can go for hours. It's not meant. That was one of the reasons that they did that. Take their time, introduce themselves, that was their time, people. Like I said, you can watch a podcast for 3 hours. That to them was like, that was their podcast moment. It was, they were relaxed. They were in their space. And I get it. I'm just being an elephant in the room, right? I get it. As gamers, we want to just see the game. That's fine. But our job is simple. We get the game, we play it. Their job isn't that simple. So what? They gave us 3 hours out of our lives.
Yeah.
You do that anyway. Nobody told you to sit there and watch it for 3 hours. Nobody told you to do that.
No, you called me. You told me to watch it and take notes. You told me that.
You was already watching it. That's how I found out about it. Because I didn't even look. Listen, man, I was playing on my Xbox. I was playing Rage 2. Minding my business. I didn't even care that.
How did you get Rage 2?
Huh? Rage 2 fun, man. I'm actually.
How did you get it? I
thought that the game was gonna get enhanced, but it never got enhanced. So that's why I put it down. I was like, you know what?
Did you buy it?
No.
Where'd you get it?
I got it off of Gamepass.
Oh, look at that. He got it off of Gamepass. Yeah. No extra cost, no regrets.
No, I think I actually took it back Because when I found out it wasn't going to get an enhancement, I was like, you know what? I knew it was coming, so I was like, I'll just get it when it gets to Game Pass. So I had already put some hours into it, so I'm just like continuing where I'm at, and I'm having fun again with it. It's okay, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's like I said, they exactly, Mr. King. Look, see somebody
Yeah.
text, somebody feels me, man. We've
Well,
had 3 hour podcast.
you've done
Yo,
2 hours before yourself,
facts.
right?
As a matter of fact, me and Six Slayer actually had a 3 hour podcast the last
Yeah, that's
couple
why there
days
was one
ago.
time I'm like, okay, man, it's an hour and a half, almost
Facts.
2 hours. So
We're
like, we
trying to
gotta
get out of there. Right. Nobody, there was no way. That's right, Rage 2 and Auto HCR. There was no way that I was going to approach that indie show on Twitch with all this extra excitement and
No.
all this energy for what? Like I wasn't going to it's sad enough. How many years must we go into things like this and we act like we don't know how it's going to be? We've had enough of these shows like this to understand the purpose, the purpose of it. And like you said, it was for the developers to get their little time. Okay.
Yeah.
Now guess what? I wait, I get the news. So guess what I do? I run to YouTube and I do what? Just what I'm doing right now.
Right
Getting
now.
all the trailers. I'm playing all what I can do. And I'm just going through looking at trailers now. Because why? Because the show is over. And look, it's on YouTube. So if I want to go and look at that show for 3 hours, guess what, people? I can. It's just that simple.
Yeah.
It's not hard, y'all. Like we're complaining too much. Like we gotta complain about some real things. We like complain about a game being broken. That's a good complaint. Complain about a great feature that we need to get and have fun within the community. That's a real complaint. But to complain about a show that you don't even have to see, that you know that is going to get chopped up, that you know if it was talking about reveals of games, it's going to be on YouTube. You could just go and check them out after the show is over with. Because some of you guys and girls don't even watch all the E3.
No.
You know, you just want to see what happened in it.
No, and I don't know if you noticed, but after they reveal a game or they talk about a game, the video is already posted.
Yeah.
On YouTube as an individual video.
As an individual video. That's right. Yeah. We know this because we've been doing it for so many years.
So let me stop you there. So it sounds like what you're talking about right now, you're talking about me.
No. I'm talking about in general.
No, I know.
And no, because what you said was true. Yeah. I agree. That I'm agreeing. I didn't watch it all. There was no way I'm not watching it all. But at the same time, I understand why I'm not watching it all. There's a reason why I'm not watching it all. That indie show on Twitch was not that exciting for me. But I'm not going to knock down the developers who make these games, who are passionate about it, where else are they? You know what? There's this old saying, right? If you're not excited about what you do, if you're not going to take care of what you create, who is? Let them take care of their joy. Let them have fun for themselves. Who else is going to do it? You see, all we're going to do is complain. You think developers want to be around people that just complain? Come on. They were interviewing each other, taking care of each other in the community, showing some positivity in the community, showing us some indie games. All right? Yeah. Indie games, people. Like, why are we being so serious about indie games? 90% of y'all ain't even gonna play them games. I'm talking about indie games.
Yep. So let me go through a few more little games here that I thought people might want to be interested in. I don't know if you saw this one called Hood, Outlaw, and Legends.
I didn't see any of them. You're
Oh, well,
schooling
like in the past, because some have been shown
you're
before.
schooling me today, fam.
And then there's one called Hood Outlawing Legends. I've seen that
Okay.
before. I just don't know if it was an online only game or a single player game or both. It wasn't really clear. But that's coming out on early play on May 7th, if anybody's interested in that one. There was one that kind of threw me off a bit because like the beginning was just it was awful, but it was called Last Oasis. And you're kind of on this ship. And then you notice that the ship is in a desert. And the ship is kind of crawling in the desert. And then you end up battling other ships that are also crawling in the desert. And you just kind of battle each other, kind of like Sea of Thieves type. And then they showed a scene where this big sandworm came out of the ground and started attacking. So I thought that was pretty cool. And so they didn't show really, I mean, they showed some, but I just saw it, kind of pay attention to that part only. And it's like, oh, that looks pretty cool.
Right. You're talking about the Oasis one?
Last Oasis, yeah.
Yeah, I think I just clicked on it. As soon as this ad is over, let me see. Let me get to it. There we go.
And then here's one retro game that I kept calling it backwards when it was playing. You ever remember the game called Blaster Master?
Dude, that's it. Blaster Master on Nintendo, bro.
Remember that one? It was a little car that kind of jumped around and shot up in the air or something like that. Do you remember that?
Right. Yep.
Okay.
Tell me there's a game like that. Please.
So there's a game like that coming out, and I kept calling it. It's like, dude, is that game reminds me of Master Blaster? That's what I kept saying, right? It's like that game. The little car looks exactly like Master Blaster, but it was a smaller version of it, right? And then they showed the part where the pilot came out and started doing his thing. He was attacking people and everything. And I was like, well, maybe it's not. Maybe it's just one that looks like it. Then they threw the title across the screen and said Blaster Master 003.
And it threw you off.
Yeah, it threw me out. So it's like, oh, it's Blaster Master, not Master Blaster. So it looked really cool. It looked really cool, and it's coming out as well. I didn't catch the date or anything, but it's called Blaster Master 03. So that one looks cool because it just kind of took me back to the arcade of playing that game when I played it back in the day.
Yeah,
there's a new racing game called Art of Rally. It's a very minimal, very simple racing game, which looks fun. Not every game has to be Forza Horizon. There's that worm I was talking about.
Right. And, exactly. Every game don't have to be Forza Horizon. That's facts.
It doesn't have to be Forza Horizon. This one kind of remind me of like, remember RC Pro-Am back in the NES days?
Classic
game, which if you play it now, it's still fun.
Classic.
That's the feel I got. It's not the exact same game because it's a lot more modern. It's more 3D like than Pro-Am, but it brought you back to those times of RC Pro-Am. It's like, look, it's just a simple game. Oh yeah, and that Last Oasis is out now. So
that's right. Oh, King Cypher in the building. Yeah, that's right. It's out now. Good stuff.
And then so Art of Rally was pretty cool. The big one that I'm excited about too, because it has dinosaurs, is Second Extinction, and it comes out April 28th. So next month it comes out. And so that's what I got so far, the one I was interested in. And then we got the 20 games that are coming out on day one to Game Pass, which I'm not going to list out because they're just way too many.
Right. How is 20 games coming out day one a negative? Like, it doesn't make sense. It
doesn't make sense.
Right. I get it. You know, like I said, I get it. It wasn't one of those shows where we had to watch it. We didn't have to watch it. Just get the information, people. Get the information. Let these devs shine. Let them talk. Let them talk about their games. We talk. We have podcasts. Let them talk.
Yeah. This one will last about an hour and a half, maybe two.
Facts.
So it was a decent show. You know,
I didn't watch it all.
It's a good show for the people who are really diehard indie players only.
Right.
You know? If they're all about indie, and there's people out there who are all just about indie games. They don't care about the big media ones. They don't care about the AAAs. They don't care about those. They want to support the little guys. And this was a show.
Gamers.
Yep. And this show was for them, and I think it knocked it out for them.
Right.
For me, no. You know.
Right.
but that's okay. But at the same time, I'm not going to go around and start knocking. It's like, well, you know what? That show sucked because it didn't have what I liked.
And watch this, Tech. Now, okay, look, everybody's entitled to their opinions, all right? And I don't think that's what Tech is talking about. I think Tech is saying for him, it's just not going to be in his makeup to do that, right? Now, watch this, Tech. This was a new situation, right? It was a new situation. It wasn't something that, let's say, for example, we saw this coming, right? We're used to this stuff. Mm-hmm. Let's just say this type of event is a common event. Okay, it's not. All right.
Play that. Go back up. Oops.
Okay, go back.
Yeah. And then let me go on my other screen. Oops. Uh-oh. Hey, it's just me now. What's up? You only got me on the screen. Or is it just me? Oh, he dropped off. It was just me. So now I'm in control. So how do I do this, man? Oh no, this whole thing is going off the rails now. What's up, everybody? It's the Techno Show now. It's just me on Di-RRec Gaming. Thank you for coming out tonight. We're waiting for Legal to come back in because he kicked himself out.
Yeah, I hit the wrong thing, man. I'm sorry, man. Button. Here it is. No, here it is. Okay. You said go back up. Back up. Okay.
Yeah.
Go back. I hit the wrong. Okay, so where do you want me to go? Right here?
Yeah, that one. Play that one.
That one? Okay.
Yeah.
I went too far up. That's what happened. We're good. There you go.
And so, yeah, like you said, it's I'm not a straight up indie person. I'm a fan of some of the games, and there were some I liked and some I didn't. They just weren't for me, and that's okay. But at the same time, I'm not gonna knock those devs like, you know what, that game wasn't for me. It sucked. I don't think anybody should play it. I'm not gonna do that. So
it, like I was saying before, it's not one of these shows that was XO or Inside Xbox or E3 or Gamescom or State of Play. If it was to that level, then we have something seriously to complain about. But this was more of a community sent / mixture podcast / interview / reveal game indie show. That's what this was. It wasn't, it wasn't meant to be like that. So that was my point. I mean, I'm just I want to elaborate on that.
All right. Let me go into a little bit more about these games going to Game Pass. So I know there's a lot of people out there who want to speak. They've been just going off about Game Pass being a bad thing, being a bad business model, it's not sustainable. It's bad for the developer. It's bad for everybody. I mean, they keep complaining about how bad Game Pass is, right?
Right.
And we talked this earlier off the line. If it was this bad, if it was that terrible of a service, if it was that bad of a platform, I'm talking about Game Pass, why would all these developers, especially the indie ones, and now that Outriders is coming out on day one on Game Pass, if it was that bad and so terrible, why is everybody jumping in?
Right.
Yeah.
There you go. 28,000 views were on it, but it was horrible.
Yeah, it's horrible. All these developers are jumping in.
Right.
You got ePlay jumping in as well. So EA sees something about it that's like, you know what, we better jump in with them. So
you're talking about Game Pass. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Game Pass.
Yeah, Game Pass. Yeah, no doubt.
So people this week has just been trying to rip Game Pass, but they just can't. They really can't. They can't find any reason to tell me it's a bad thing. It's like, why? Well, it just is. And it's like, well, that's not a reason. If you're telling me it just is, And like I said, if Game Pass was that terrible of a platform, that terrible of a service, why are these developers jumping in and saying, you know what, we're gonna partner up with you and put our games on Game Pass? Right. If it was that bad of a service. So somebody says something here. Lewis L, yes. So there will be maybe 1 or 2 episodes of Sony Can Do No Wrong. I had it wrong the entire time for the first like 8 episodes. I kept saying Sony can't do no wrong, and it's Sony can do no wrong. So I started cleaning that up on my titles and my thumbnails. The audio can't do nothing about it because I already recorded it, and I'm not going to go back and edit those things. But from here on out, I got everything corrected. So it's Sony Can Do No Wrong on my channel, and if just hearing the title of that, you're gonna get a kick out of the topics I talk about. So,
well, now that we're talking about Sony,
yep, go ahead.
What's up with this community thing, man? I mean, it's another revelation to what we've been saying for years. And when I mean by us, I'm not talking about me, because I never bought a PlayStation or own one. But I have friends that have.
But you've stolen one, though, right?
No, my friend stole one.
Oh, your friend
at a college, yeah. When they were, yeah. And they told me like years after the fact. Like we got families and stuff, and they told me. Then they didn't want to tell me, right? But what's up with my friends used to tell me, man, hey, once they started, I finally got them to understand the greatness of the Xbox community, right? Off the top, they saw the difference. The way the clubs are, the way you get your alerts when somebody is looking for somebody to play with them, when they send out a post, the engagement factor, the partying. And they were like, man, over here on Xbox, I have to admit that the community is a lot better over here. And the thing is, the Xbox community has invested in itself since Live was invented. We invested in that, right? We've always put our money down, like we were saying a long time ago. What did it start at? Around $40? Then it went to $50. Then it went to $60. But like my man Tech was saying, at this point, with all the advances that we have, who pays full price for Live? Who does that? Who was doing that? Nobody was doing that. If you really was a true Xbox fan and you understood the advantages at hand, right? So they would tell me, man, over here, it's empty. I mean, we have all these consoles sold, but the community is empty. It's a lot of toxicity, but it's just empty because you really don't have that sense of community. So when I would talk to, my diehard PlayStation fans, Tech, they, of course they're going to defend so hard, but you just knew it. You can see it. Even on Twitter, you can see it, that they have no sense of community. Okay, Legal, what are you talking about? Okay, let's put it like this. You mentioned Game Pass. They say don't buy it. Okay, you say you're having fun playing games. They say you don't have exclusives. You see what I'm saying? It's like the stuff that you're talking about doesn't better the community of gaming. Do they not realize that? Like, we're talking gaming. Stop talking console sales. That's not gaming.
Yeah, they continue to do that. I'm like, you're going back to sales again? It's like, that's not even a good metric anymore. Not in this industry. Uh-oh. He dropped off again and left me solo. What is going on with this connection? I have no idea.
I did it again.
We're going back to the solo techno show.
I did it again. But I'm going to put yours on. I was trying to be funny and put yours on. Here we go. We're going to put yours on, man.
Nah, man.
Let's start yours off, man. Man, it's my
camera. My camera's not that great. I need a better camera.
We're going to do you, man.
Yeah.
Do this. Oh, I got to hit it. Hold on. Let me do this.
You got to hit what?
Let me share it. We coming in here. Text ID event. There we go.
Oh, mine? Oh,
yeah, I'm going to speed it up. I'm going to speed it up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you can put it like a 10-minute mark or something like that.
Right.
Because it starts going to the game.
Because I like this, man. I like this one. We're going to go right here. Here we go. Let's do it.
There he goes.
Got my man Tech in the building. The streets is whoa.
Yeah.
We got Tech in the building. But yeah, to me, it's crazy to think that a service that's growing is being attacked. And it's being attacked solely because it's an Xbox platform.
So I'm curious, was Netflix attacked the same way?
Of course not.
Were they attacked the same way when they started putting out streaming services, especially the streaming services? Because a DVD was it wasn't new. Because I think we had Redbox, we had at the time Blockbuster was doing it too. They were doing the mail-in stuff, and then Netflix really started doing the whole, streaming stuff. And I'm curious if they started getting attacked as well. Like, what? That sucks. No, buy your physical movies.
They had them, but they wasn't. The thing with, okay, Tech, that's a good one. That's a good one. The difference was you had the people who were like, listen, option is beautiful. Like, it's okay to take over, but we should never get rid of the art of people being able to go in and rent a movie or buy a movie, a physical. And listen, man, it did it. Okay. Has it killed off physical copies?
Nope.
No. You go to Walmart, Target, any of those big corporations, and you see movies in there, disc, physicals. You can get them, buy them, watch them. But then if you get a console, you can go scroll over, rent a movie out, buy it. It's in the console digitally. It's just options. But Netflix is a giant, man. What is it? Over 200 something million subscribers in the world? It's crazy. Nobody's complaining about it. People are subscribed to it. And
people still buy movies.
And people are still buying movies. And as a matter of fact, my household, Tech, is a streaming household. If I want to go right in there right now and watch Coming to America 2 or the new Disney movie that just came out, or what else? What else came out?
Well, Godzilla's coming out soon.
If Godzilla versus Donkey Kong, I said Donkey Kong. if Zilla and Donkey Kong came out tomorrow, I could watch it. I have streaming services that give me that access. I got all the pay-per-views, everything, and I can watch this stuff. It's people, cable. Look, cable is like a thing of the past. Like, cable is expensive and it's limited, right, Tech? It's limited. So people are looking at it like this. I can pay, $50, get 1,000 channels, get pay-per-view and all these other channels, and only pay $50 compared to paying cable or satellite TV, and I got to pay $150 or $250 for ultimate packages. Man, it's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer, man. And that's what's happening. And you invest in your internet service. You get your strong internet service, and you don't have to worry about how many units is being used in your house. Everything has strong connection. So it balances itself, Tech.
Yeah. That's crazy. And I'm not getting away. Nobody's going to convince me to get away from Game Pass. It's an amazing service. Some people will say, well, who asked for it? Hey, we didn't ask for cars and we got cars. We didn't ask for cell phones. We got cell phones. How'd that turn out?
Right.
And so nobody asked for airplanes, but look at it now.
Right.
We're enjoying those airplanes. And so, nobody asked for Game Pass, but we got it. It's here. It's here to stay. Hopefully more people subscribe because it has tons of value if you game a lot and don't want to spend a lot. So it's there. So I don't know. I mean, if I'm going to jump over to Sony side, if PS Now had anything close to what Game Pass has, then I would subscribe. I would subscribe easily because there are some games over there that I do like to play. I do want to play. I want to eventually play, but they just don't have the same service. And that's why I haven't been a PSN subscriber in like 2 years now. I've quit. And my PlayStation 4 Pro just kind of sits in the kids area now. And they don't even touch it. They're like, what is that, Dad? It's like, don't worry about that thing. Don't mind that.
You just had to cut up, man. Listen, man. It's the thing about the PlayStation experience is that you know what you're getting. You just there's no element of surprise over there. You know exactly what you're getting every single time. It's just that's what it is. And what cracks me up is how people swing so hard for PlayStation when it's not doing the same things that Xbox is doing. Like, and like I had to tell somebody, I said, you do know that Xbox gets Gottis of the Year too, under its label, under its brand. Xbox, everything isn't an ultimate game of the year game. It doesn't have to be. As long as Sony, a certain Sony game is the one that the fans want the most, that's their Gotti. If it's the game that the Xbox fans want the most that year, that's their Gotti. They vote for the overall, all around, and that's the Gotti of the year. But the thing is, the media swings so hard for PlayStation that you actually have people out here in these gaming streets in 2021 that think that Xbox don't win Gottis. This is facts, man. Okay, so it's when you don't have the gaming media support to be biased as they should be. I mean, neutral bias. They're there to inform. If it's news, then it's about being informing. It's not about taking sides. It's just clear, straight cut, right? Because you're a gaming journalist, okay? I shouldn't feel like when I come watching you, it's going to be one-sided. But unfortunately, people, it is. It is. We know who the gatekeepers are. We know who they are. There's no reason bringing them up. But understand why they do what they do. So where I'm going with that is this, people. Just a few days ago, right? Now some people want to bark about Ghost of Tsushima. And guess what they bark about? It isn't about the gameplay. Nobody's talking about the story. We're going to get to it, Tech. This is the difference. Yeah. We're not talking about the boss that took them so long to beat because the boss was hard and what they had to do to beat it. Oh, no. It wasn't no talk like that. But here it comes, y'all. The classic what? Sales talk.
Oh, yeah. It's sold. It won Game of the Year.
So here's what they're going to talk because this is gaming. First 3 days, 2.4 million. November 2020, 5+ million. March 2021, over 6.5 million. Now, you remember what I used to say a long time ago, y'all? I said, something good had to happen for Xbox when you start to see people start releasing sales numbers for Sony games. So out of nowhere, right, I posted this. And this was funny because I didn't even know. I did it all from the heart because why? We see this over and over and over and over again. That's why it was so easy for me to talk about it. So I started making this post about why is it that, Gamepass is killing it. Like, I don't understand how anybody can undercut it. So I was like, this is why Gamepass is killing it. 155 million consoles, less than 7 million played the game. July of 2020 is when Ghost of Tsushima came out. This is 8 months later, and we're still talking about it. Because it grew a couple million, but Sea of Thieves has over 20 million players on it. And it came out in March 2018. This is why we talk about keep that same energy up. How you gonna talk about a game and try to make it shine when it's steadily growing? But it was never said it was a dead game. It never was a backs against the wall. It was never against all odds. It was a game that was accepted. Oh, and by the way, it was a AAA Sony PlayStation 4 game at that. But when Sea of Thieves comes out, a AA, it was meant to die. And a dead game over 20 million gamers right now, right? Then, all of a sudden, Tech, out of nowhere, BAFTA Games has given Sea of Thieves the Evolving Game Award. Isn't that phenomenal, brother?
Yep.
And people are like, what's BAFTA? What's BAFTA? It's the UK. It's the UK versions of like the filming and it's Academy for the best film and artistic creations. You get awards for that. You know it's the home of the British Academy.
So what? So now they're trying to downplay it because it's BAFTA.
I don't know, but that's an award, dude. That's a serious thing. It's like, put it like this: it's like the Academy Awards of film and television arts, and they have all kind of assortments. But all kind of what am I trying to say? Help me out with the word categories. There we go. It has a whole bunch of categories, and games are in there. Games is one of them as well. And Sea of Thieves won the best evolving game. So when you think about that, I think that's exactly the definition of Sea of Thieves. It won the actual award it should have won, because since 2018, that game has been getting better and better and better.
Yeah, it has.
It won the factual award. Now, I'm not here to hate, but The Last of Us 2 did not win the factual award of the year. That we all know that was a joke, agenda bull slap. We know that. We know Ghost of Tsushima was the better game. We know that. That's it. You know how we know it? Because the players picked it. It's all about us. It's all about the gamers. When the developers pick, when was it ever legit that developers picked the game of the year? What, are you serious? You know, what developer wouldn't pick their game to be game of the year? Like, that's silly. You know? So this game won the game that actually suited it. It was a real award. It's real because this game is evolving right before our eyes, y'all. 20 plus million strong. It's insane. And it dropped on Game Pass day one.
There's that bird game I was talking about, Death Door.
Yeah. This one right here.
It has the crow.
Well, he's got like it looks like a crow, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It looks fun. When is Tunic coming out, bro?
Man, they didn't show it, so it's like nobody knows.
But you know, it's coming out this year.
Supposedly, yeah.
Yeah, supposedly. You know, they said, hey, it's on track. I can't wait for that game. That's one of, and Biomutant. They said it was coming out this year.
Well, they gave a date already for Biomutant, right? Didn't they?
You know, what?
Like May or something.
Let's go check it out.
I think it's like May or something like that.
Let me see here. Biomutant. Because I want that, man. I want that to come out, bro.
So we now have PS Now going for $1 for 1 month.
Oh, you're right. 1 day ago.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that's cool. That's cool. That's kind of
what's up with that, man?
That's really cute that they're trying to do the same deal as Microsoft. So at least they're trying.
Wait a minute, Ted.
So can we rag on PlayStation guys about the $1 offer and say, hey,
wait a minute, Ted.
It's only fair, right?
Wait a minute, Ted. Am I actually seeing this? 1 month PlayStation Now subscription is available for $1 until March 29th.
So you got 3 days.
Are you serious right now? How many days you got, Tech?
I think it's 3 days left, right? 3 or 4 days.
Try not to laugh, man. I can't even laugh at this.
I know.
You know what's so funny? I have to give it up. I have to give it up to the PlayStation community.
But you know, like I told you on the phone, man, if this $1 campaign works and it makes PS Now like boom with subscribers, then Sony fans should give credit to me because I kept talking crap about PS Now. So because I get the credit, I say, you know what? You're welcome.
But what I don't understand is how can this is crazy. Like,
hey, there's that Hood game I was telling you about too. The next one, it's coming up.
What I don't understand is how in the world can you play something off so bad, knowing that the truth eventually is going to come out about it, and then just shut everything down? I don't get it, man.
Yeah.
You're not. You know what's funny now is that you're not subscribing, but yet you want your platform to shine. People, you have to support your services. That's where the dollars come in at.
Yeah.
You're not resubscribing to PlayStation now, man. How do you expect Plus to do anything for you?
Well, is PS Now out? Has it been out longer than Game Pass? I think it has, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. By like 10 years.
PS Now, though. I'm talking about PS Now.
Oh, PS Now, no, 7 years, I believe, because Game Pass came out in 2017.
Yeah.
PlayStation Plus came out in 2010.
But I'm talking about PS Now. PS Now.
Oh, longer than that.
No, it came out during the PS4 days. So I'm curious if it came out a year or 2 years before Game Pass. Maybe somebody in the chat knows. I don't remember.
See. Yeah, hit me up. Let me see. I thought it was a little bit longer than that. Hold on, let me see.
But for them to have a longer run with that type of service and only at 2 million, then you got Game Pass coming in at 2017 and surpassing 20 million.
Yeah, I told you. I told you, bro. You're right. You're right. It's a little bit. No, I was wrong. You was right. It came out though in 2014.
In Roblox.
Yeah, there you go, G-Man. Yep, 2014. Yep, there they go. I just looked it up myself and looked up. They're right. Yep, chat came in and said what I said.
So with a 3-year head start, they've only been able to get 2 million subscribers, and that's it.
That's it.
Wow. While Game Pass started in 2017, and they're over 20.
Right.
I mean, who's going the right path? I mean, who's getting the job done?
But Xbox has no games, and Xbox.
No, yeah.
I don't get it. Xbox has no games, and there's nothing over there to play, but yet the services is out doing it.
You know, like I've said,
out doing it.
Like I've said in my videos about Game Pass, I'm not going to try to convince somebody to sign up. That's up to the person. But I will tell them, hey, try it out for a month or two, and then decide from there. It's like, and I promise you, you will find value. You will find games that you want to play, and you will discover new genres that you would normally not play, and now you're going to be interested in. And if they sign up and they like it, great. If they don't, then you know what? It wasn't for that person. Yeah.
Right. And you know, for the first timers, it's just $1.
It's just $1, man. What are you looking at? $1. It's just $1.
That's it. Just $1, people. Exactly. 2017 now, 20 million. 20 million.
Yeah.
But he's right. It's 20 million plus. It's crazy. It's crazy, man. And I see it. Like I said, by the end of this year, it's going to be close to 50 million. It's going to be a tough one, y'all.
Nah. That's doing it. That's a little aggressive there.
I don't think so.
I would say let's just say we're at 20 million right now.
We're 20 million right now.
Right now, and it's March.
It's already April. Summer is going to be.
We might as well say it's April.
Right.
Let's see. 20, I don't know. I think just double. I would say 40.
Yeah, 40 easy. I got 40 easy. That's why I said 50, close to 50, man. 40 easy. It's gonna double. It's gonna double. That ain't. I don't even doubt that. That's not even a doubt.
Yeah.
So easy 40 million at the end of the year. Easy. Just put it like that. Easy. I got it 45 and up, but 40 easy. 40 easy. And with xCloud just going bananas, Game Pass is just the beacon. It's just the Microsoft just they did it, man. I mean, there's nothing else to say. It's really hard to to knock against it. It really is, man. It's hard to knock against it. I don't see anything right now for the the price, the value. I don't see anything unless it's gonna do what it's doing. I don't see anything in my interest of worth to invest in. I mean, because this situation alone is worth it to me, man.
Yeah.
I got enough games to play that I really don't. I don't have to go anywhere else.
Man, let me tell you, man. I try when I go to the store. I always walk by the game area,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like, I'm gonna buy something. I'm gonna see something I want to buy, and I never do anymore.
Oh,
I don't.
really?
I don't buy as much as I used to. And I know they always say, you know what, people buy more games because of Game Pass, and it may be true, but like for me, it's like I bought a lot less lately. Ever since Game Pass have gone into play.
And what do you think about the GameStop situation, man? What do you think about that news as well, too?
It's sad because Reggie left now. You would think somebody at his stature would kind of turn the place around, and he's leaving or he left already.
Right.
So what kind of leadership is there right now at GameStop? And from what I can tell, there's none. Right. And if there's nobody really heading the company, is like, what are all the other leaders doing there right now?
True.
What are all the and where are the individual stores? Who are they going to look up to him? Like, hey, man, give us some direction here.
Right.
You inside you should tell how to make Godzilla and Roblox.
Okay. And so it's
I tell you what the name is.
and so yeah, it's sad. I mean, it's terrible. Like we talked about earlier, we don't want to see GameStop go away. All right. I don't want to see it go away. I don't care how much people hate it. People go in there and like they complain about, oh, I don't get much value. I don't get this and this and that. They have like they'll come up with all sorts of excuses to complain about GameStop. But at the end of the day, I don't want them to go anywhere. I want them to stay for the long haul. Only reason because there's no more places to go see gaming stuff. You know, where do you really want to go? What other stores are available right now that are pure gaming? I'm not talking about electronic stores that they have their little section, you know, like Best Buy or Micro Center or whatever, Walmart. Walmart's pathetic. There's nothing there.
Right.
You know, what store right now can you walk in that's like GameStop and get to see all these games, all the accessories, all the systems if GameStop is no longer here? There's nothing out there. And sure, we have some independent shops out there, but like what I told you earlier today, I had to go 30, 35 minutes to go to that one shop. Right. You know, the one that's by your house. It's like I don't want to take that long of a drive to a game store. I was like, I might as well just buy it online.
Right.
You know, I'll just wait for it. And so, you know, I want GameStop to succeed. I want them to continue. Hopefully they do, to get their act together. I don't know what's going on there. And what sucks is more, it's like it's in our own backyard. They're based here in Grapevine.
That's true.
I want to walk up and be like, hey, what's going on with you guys, man? It's like I really want you guys to succeed, but whatever's happening here, it's not working. You know, you had Reggie here from Nintendo. And
Yeah,
you
right.
guys,
So we know there's something wrong. Yeah,
we
we
know
know
there's
there's
something
something wrong.
truly wrong if he's
Yeah,
leaving.
right,
Yeah.
right. Makes sense, Tech. I have to agree with you. I don't know what it is, but it's not positive.
No.
That's for sure. Right off the bat, right? It's not positive. And I'm with you. I don't want it to go away. I mean, that's the last of the dying breed right there.
Yep. Yep.
Community's all written on GameStop. We don't. It can be better, and we want it to be better. We want some creativity to come out from the chairboards, man, and come up with some great ideas that you think that you can turn some profit. Because I don't know, I don't know, because we don't run that business, but
Yeah.
it's just weird because I can go to a GameStop and I don't see people like I don't see people not going up in the store. I see people in the store.
Yeah.
So to see that things aren't going right, it makes you scratch your head like, what's going on?
Yeah. Yeah, it's bad for them right now. So who knows? Who knows what the problem is? Who knows if they're ever going to fix it? And they can't go down the road of getting shut down just like everything else. So who knows? And then all you're going to have left is nothing. I mean, your true gaming stores are gone. There's no more EB games other than, the EB games that exist right now in Canada. For us, it's just GameStop and that's it. That's all there is.
That's all there is, brother.
Yep.
And that's where we're at. We're like, we don't want to see that happen. We want to see, I want to see it stick around because there's a lot of variety with GameStop.
Yeah.
You can get backwards compatibility games, get the new games, you can do your pre-orders.
Your
It's
accessories.
still helpful. Yeah, it's still helpful for the gamer.
Yeah.
It's not like it's out of the ordinary. It's there. I mean, whether you like it or not, but
And you know what? I shop there enough to know that they have some pretty good deals. They give you a lot of bonuses, and you just have to know how to use it.
right.
On the bonuses, they have the buy two get two free or whatever. Buy 5 games that are under $5 and only pay $10 for them. I mean, they have it's just some of these people who finish a game within 30 days and they want the full $60 back as a trading value. You're not going to get it. It's just, you're not going to get that anywhere. If you ever trade in a game anywhere, it's going to be less than what you're really expecting. GameStop at least gives you $30, which I agree. Is it fair? Probably not. But if you want fast cash or fast credit, then GameStop is your place to go, and you're going to get your $30. Or you can go the route that I do and go on Craigslist, sell it for $40, $45. But then you're going to have to meet the person and deal with the person, at a public place and get the cash.
True.
Which is what I do a lot. I sell a lot of my games on Craigslist or Mercari or on, OfferUp.
Yeah, OfferUp is big here, man. God,
Yeah.
real
I
big.
I sold 3 games in the last 4 days online.
Right?
And I
believe you
always
too.
make sure and price it above what I would get when I traded into GameStop. And sometimes my prices may be high online compared to GameStop's like resale value.
Right.
And people are like, hey, are you negotiable? I was like, you know what? I'll hold right now on my price. And then not even 5 minutes later, it got sold for my asking price.
Wow.
But you gotta have patience on that stuff, though. See, some people don't have patience. People want their money now. People want their trade in now, and they get all mad and flustered when they don't get it now. Where I'll just kind of sit back and I'm like, all right, it comes in when it comes in,
Yeah, you know it's done, so you're just chilling on it.
Yeah.
I mean, is it something that you can make happen? If you can make it happen, then yeah. But if not, then be patient.
Yeah.
I agree with you. Look, y'all. try to stay focused on the fact that games are here, man. And regardless of what you like, you can have your opinions on it. But just understand this. At the end of the day, having a lot of games to play is never a bad thing.
No.
You know, what we all have our taste in what we want. But does that mean that do I think that every game that's supposed to be showcased is supposed to go my way? No.
No.
We've been doing this for so long. We've been doing this for so long. Just know that, hey, I might have a few games that are going to catch my attention, that I'm going to like real well, and I'll shoot for those games. I'll talk about those games, and that's it. You know, because I know that's how it's going to be. You know, I know that's how it's going to be, Tech. Yeah. But to think that every game has to be a grand slam simply because they say, hey, we're going to do a show, it's ridiculous right now, man. We're in 2021. It's ridiculous right now. I hope everybody gets the notion of enjoy this stuff, man. Life is beautiful, man. You only live in once. Strategize how you approach these events. Don't just be selfish and look at it for you all the time. Try to keep an open mind on there's more aspects than how you're thinking right now. You know, there is more to it. So, listen, you can have your opinions. Not saying
keep your expectations low, because if they go over your bar, then hey, they knocked it out for you. You know?
Right. You know, keep your expectations low, and enjoy this stuff. Enjoy it. Don't go cuckoo over this stuff, man. Enjoy it and appreciate. All right. So that's about it, y'all. Tech. I mean, are you finished, man? I'm finished. Hey, I'm finished.
Yeah, I think we've talked enough about this. I think so. I mean, I don't know what else is there for us to say about it.
There's really nothing else to say.
I mean, the show was good for what it was. It was focused on the indie people, the indie games, and it did its job. Whether people liked it, that's their problem, not the people who put the show on.
That's not my problem. You know what? Yeah. G-Man nailed it. Yeah. I'm waiting on MLB as well. You know what? Let's do an MLB before we get up out of here. That's right.
MLB next this month.
Man. That's right. Let's do it. Oh, hold on. MLB. That's right.
Oh, you're gonna put it on the screen?
Yeah, we're gonna do it, man. That's exactly right. You know, we finally get us a baseball game. You know, I'm glad he said that. You know, where's the hype at?
Yep.
See, finally get it. Where's the hype at? You don't hear nobody. You don't hear nobody, right? Nobody. Let's go here. Let's see this. This is 4 days ago. Let's check it out.
There he's right there, the middle one with the big X. Welcome to the show with Coach.
PlayStation Studios, man. It's big. PlayStation, they're making a deal, and it's just one of those things, man. It has to thrive, and it's gonna thrive well being on Xbox.
Yeah. I mean, Xbox people are hungry for a baseball game, and sure, we have RBI baseball, but it's not the same as MLB The Show. The show is baseball. It is the game to get. It is the game to play if you're a baseball fan, and I'm glad it's coming to Xbox. I mean, the most powerful console will be able to handle this game and show this game easily.
There you go, G-Man. Let's go, Mets. Go Rays.
No,
Let's go Rangers.
So to counter G-Man, go Mets. I got nothing against them, but they can go away. The Rays, I can only say thank you for the Rays letting Houston use their stadium during that time, that storm in 2017. Thank you. After that, you guys suck. All right. So Astros are for me, or my team, and go Stros.
I can't wait, man, to see Xbox fans who like baseball pick their teams. And, it's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy. And it's just fun, man.
Yeah, it is. It is.
You know, my birth team is San Diego. I'm from the Mojave Desert.
They're going to be a good team this year.
And I can't believe they were the cover. So it's beautiful for me.
They're going to have a great year. I bet
Yeah,
Padres and Blue Jays. You're going to have to watch out for those
brother.
two games. I mean, those two teams.
You're right. You're right, man.
Padres and Blue Jays, man. They're gonna surprise you this year.
I can't wait. I can't wait.
My Astros are gonna blow. They're not gonna do anything. They're right back into the suck.
Hey man, but they held our state up, bro. I told you that. Like
they held up for a good 7 years or so. They held it up, you know. So they had a good run, but like it happens to every team. They have a good run, and they're gonna have a terrible run. So
that's right. It's a rebuild, you know, but Astros don't stay down too long. They're the Yankees of Texas. I will say that. They're the Yankees of Texas, bro. It's just what it is. My Rangers is second place.
I was trying to get opening day tickets, man. If I was gonna get it, I was gonna ask you if you wanted to go. If not, I got another buddy.
You know it, man. Let's go.
But no, they already sold out. Oh
so man,
the website was so crashed up. I couldn't even get through to get the tickets. So I said, forget about it.
We're gonna leave it off with Jackie Robinson, man. We're gonna watch this trailer, man, and we're gonna get off this show.
One more thing. Have you seen any of my Sony Can Do No Wrong videos? Do you watch those at all? Some of them?
No.
I wonder if some of the chat people enjoy those. Because if people enjoy them, I'm gonna go ahead and keep making them. You know, anytime some news come out about Sony, I'm gonna make a parody about it. So man, what happened to the Rangers? Nothing ever happened to Rangers. They're just the Rangers. I mean,
yeah, we had 3 opportunities to have the pennant. 3. And we lost, you know, 3. I just think it's beautiful, man. I just think it's beautiful what's going on. It's the PlayStation being able to, you know, get their deal from the MLB.
Oh, they got kind of strong arm there, so
yeah, MLB. That's right. MLB saying, listen, PlayStation fans, you know, we understand, you know, the exclusive talk and all that, but at the end of the day, we've given you multiple years to prove us wrong, and it didn't happen. So over here now, and we're gonna show that this game should have never been on one console. It's baseball. Everybody should have been playing this game. And this game probably would have been nominated. There was no telling where this game would have truly been if it was a multi-console.
Now, if you ask me, am I going to get MLB The Show every year? No. I don't buy sports games every year.
You don't have to, because wait for the best version. So what? One, maybe in the next 2 years.
So,
you get the next one.
I have The Show 20 because that's going to be my final one on the PlayStation. Mm-hmm. And I am getting The Show 21 because it is the very first one on the Xbox. And I truly believe this is going to be a collector's item because it's the first one.
That's right.
So I'm going to try to buy 2 copies.
Get hard copy. Yep.
I'm going to try to get me 2 copies of The Show, one sealed and keep it sealed, and then one to play and open, you know? And then, so I'm going to have The Show 21, and then I think I'll wait like 2 or 3 years to buy the new one. I don't buy sports game every year. It's just a waste of money for me.
Right. I like it, man. I'm glad. You know, things are getting better in these gaming streets. And like I said, man, there's certain games that just make sense, and this is one of them. You know, this is one of them. It would even be better if it could cross-play between PlayStation platforms and Xbox platform. I'm telling you, man, that would be awesome, man. That would be.
Wait, it is, isn't it?
I don't know. I think it's just.
No.
I hope it is, but I think it's just console crossplay. But I want it to be like platform crossplay. You know.
I think it is.
I hope it is, man.
I don't know. I have to look it up.
Yeah, we'll have to look it up, but I hope it is. Because it'd be more fun to me, man. But let's get out of here, Tech.
Get out of here.
You got any last words for the community, man?
Nope. If you enjoy my Sony Can Do No Wrong videos, I will be putting out maybe a couple this weekend. So keep a lookout for that on my station. And it is crossplay. See, Mr. Kima came through.
Thank you, Mr. Kima.
Yep.
Thank you. Yes,
So.
it needs to be, man. Like I said, it makes sense. It makes sense. Listen, of course, but G-Man, that's something out of our control. It's sad. I predicted it, and it's just sad. But there's many characters in the Marvel universe. There's many characters in Image, Tom McFarlane. We got so many characters out there that, you know, Spider-Man is just he's excellent. I mean, he's the face of Marvel, right? But he's not everything. You know, he's not everything, but he's good enough. You know, but he's not everything. But
All right,
yeah, man.
let's get out
Hey,
of here.
let's get out here. Hey, Tank, before we go, man, I got a $3 raise, brother.
What?
Oh yeah, man. I'm gonna be cruising even slower now, you know.
Dang, I think you got more than I did this year.
It's beautiful, man. Life is beautiful. $3
Yeah,
raise.
now I could buy another Xbox.
Facts. Hey, everybody. It's been a good year. Xbox, awesome. To the Xbox team, magnificent. To the chat room, beautiful.
Always.
To all the gamers around the world that are having fun, fantastic.
Always.
This has been the New Legal and Technoblast. Remember, people, always keep it gaming. This has been a public announcement. And chase the one up in life. This has been an after-school special.
Emmanuel.
There he is.
Sorry, man.
Look, we end it
crying.
right here. We're going to end it right here. Emmanuel. Emmanuel in the building, baby.
Sorry.
Shout out to Jeremy Merchant. Shout out to
Merchant.
PJ Panda across the world. Afterballs up in Canada. Fireballs down there in South North Carolina representing the Carolinas. All my good people out there, man. G-Man, Louis L. Who else came here? Mr. Kima. We're getting out of here, man. Technoblast. Secure King Cypher. Radiance 96. Isaiah.
Dirt.
Wolf of Darkness. Di-RRec Gaming, man. It's everybody, man. Yo, thank y'all.
All right,
we're out of here. Till next time, y'all.
Good night.
Peace
Good
out.
night. Bye.